I was excited to present a large, brand new textile work. So something I had generated in November, around the time that I heard from Adriano, was something I was able to show him. Just coming back from the Netherlands, where I produced these large tapestries with a textile lab. So it's a landscape. It's from a drawing and a collage of a landscape that I did of a mountain range and kind of rainbow rivers in the sky with a perilous weather condition and a beautiful moon that tributes one of my predecessors, Sonia Delaunay. And so it's a story about environmental peril and queer utopia that's always somehow out of reach and far away. I work in a lot of different ways with making fabric and using fabric and yarn, textiles and fiber as the core of my practice. And there are a lot of different techniques and processes I use to make my works, from slow analog processes like hand embroidery on a very micro level to fast industrial digital processes like weaving on a jacquard loom in a factory. And so there's kind of a spectrum of different techniques I use to make these different visual experiences. I also make installations where I transform spaces using my works, the works of others. So there's some curatorial and social practice that I do sometimes. With this particular work, I was continuing the kind of work I've been doing for years with textile facilities around the world, going to a place that does something special with a certain kind of technology that I'm very familiar with from my years in the textile industry as a maker and a designer. And so I went there knowing that they had a very large-scale weaving loom that was 3.5 meters wide, and I've been wanting to work larger and larger. So I went there with the premise of making a long, large tapestry that was a kind of enveloping landscape. And the mountain range is a kind of motif that I've been working with for many years. I mean, decades now. I've always been kind of obsessed with mountains because of the energy that land holds and kind of the awe-inspiring nature of this wonder of the world and the land and the earth. And so the combination of these elements of like a photograph of a mountain range, and this mountain range was in Wyoming. It's a photograph I found actually because my photographs that I've taken of mountains are not high resolution enough for the weaving process, because every pixel is an intersection of the XY axis of the yarns. Anyway, so making this huge piece was really the natural progression of years of work with these industrial kind of facilities, combined with this drawing and collage work that is part of where all of my work kind of originates. Like I start always with the drawing and painting and creating imagery through these means that then I interpret into these constructed fabric. The idea of taking a material that on its own is just that and working magic so that it's some unbelievable new thing.